Thomas and the Garbage Train. It was a hot, sunny day on the island of Sodor, and Thomas had just finished his passenger duty with Annie and Clarabelle on his branch line. He was about to have a rest in the shed at Farquhar when Sir Topham Hatt came to see him. "Thomas, Whiff has to go to the Steamworks to have his piston rod mended today," he said. "So I need you to work with Scruff and Whiff's waste stump." "Yes, sir," puffed Thomas. Although he was beginning to feel nervous, he had never worked a Whiff's waste stump before. So he puffed out of the shed. Soon, Thomas arrived in Whiff's waste stump, where Scruff was waiting. He greeted him cheerfully.
"Hello! You must be Thomas. I'm Scruff. Welcome to Whiff's waste stump," he whistled. "Today, I'm going to collect garbage that was left out all over the island. But they were very heavy, so you're going to help me get them ready."
Thomas looked at Scruff nervously, and at his buffers. He was worried because he might get dirty and stinky. He didn't want to work with Scruff at the waste dump, but he knew this was an important job he was given, and wanted to be really useful. "All right," he said. "I'll do it for you."
"Are you all right?"
asked Scruff. Thomas gulped. "I'm all right, I think," he shuddered. "I'll be happy to help. Come on." Thomas and Scruff puffed to the freight cars that were found in the sidings. Scruff buffered up to them and started shunting them away while Thomas nervously did the same. As he did so, Arry and Bert rolled past. "Oh, look, Bert," gloated Arry. "It's Thomas, the little blue steamer. He might be too little to pull. Ugh. So many garbage cars. That will make him a really stinky engine, not a really useful one." "Yeah, phew, he's a stinky engine, all right," snorted Bert. "I may be little," huffed Thomas, "but I can do my new job until Whiff gets back. As I always say, little engines can do big things." But the twins didn't care. They cluttered laughing away.
"Is everything all right?" asked Scruff. "You don't sound happy at all."
"I'm just very uncomfortable," said Thomas, and he told Scruff about Arry and Bert saying how smelly he was because he was working with Scruff. "Is that true, that I'm not a really useful engine for working with garbage?" he asked worriedly.
"No, Thomas," said Scruff. "Of course not. I know how you feel."
"You do?" Thomas asked. "You never worked here at the waste dump. I've never been working here either." Scruff explained that he went on his first day, feeling very bad about being made fun of by the other engines.
"Now don't listen to what the diesels said," Scruff added. "They like to tease the other engines sometimes, no matter what they do. So come on, let's focus on our duties."
Thomas felt better that Scruff was only a good friend to him, but he was still worried. At Kilding Station, Scruff and Thomas had to wait until Edith passed by with her electric passenger train. Thomas looked at the platform to see the Duchess of Sodor waiting there. Thomas could see that she looked upset. "Excuse me, Your Grace?" questioned Thomas. "Are you all right there?" "Oh, hello, Thomas," said the Duchess. "I was hoping to have tea with Sir Topham and Lady Hatt, but Spencer is far too busy with the Duke of Sodor, and now I won't be able to go." Thomas felt sorry for the Duchess. Then he had an idea that he wanted to help her. "I can take you there, Your Grace," he whistled. "I have to finish my job first. Then later, I can pick you up in Holland Lake. I'll make sure that Sir Topham and Lady Hatt are on time for tea." "Oh, thank you, Thomas," smiled the Duchess. "That's very kind of you." Thomas's axles tingled. He thought about taking the Duchess of Sodor for tea with Sir Topham and Lady Haddon was a special, and he thought about what Arry and Bert had said, but he knew that he must finish his job first. Beep, beep.
"Are you ready to roll, Thomas?"
tooted Scruff after Edith brushed by. Beep, beep. "Oh, yes, Scruff," whistled Thomas. "I'm ready to roll." And the cavalcade puffed off. Soon, Thomas and Scruff puffed through the countryside on their way back to the garbage dump. As they clickety-clacked along the track, the other engines were passing by in the opposite direction. Some often teased Thomas for being a stinky engine, and some felt sorry for him as he looked embarrassed and worried. Thomas, however, took no notice. Finally, they arrived at Whiff's waste dump. Later, the two engines were soon shunting cars full of garbage into the garbage bins that needed to be cleaned out all the way. As they did so, Thomas suddenly remembered. "Scruff," he said, "I just remembered something I would like to tell you."
"Of course, Thomas," agreed Scruff. "What is it?"
"Well, earlier at Kelding Station, I promised the Duchess of Sodor I would rather take her to tea with Sir Topham and Lady Haddon, but I've been so busy that I didn't have time for that. Since you're a really useful engine, can you please take her to meet Sir Topham and Lady Haddon while I'm sorting out these garbage cars?"
"Of course, Thomas," smiled Scruff. "I'd be happy to."
So he was uncoupled from his garbage cars, and Scruff set off to collect the Duchess. While Scruff was gone, Thomas soon started to sort out all the garbage cars. It took a long time to finish the job, but he was working so hard that he forgot all about the smelly garbage. Arry and Bert oiled past while they saw Thomas. "Phew-wee!" sniffed Arry. "You're the stinkiest steamy we've ever smelled." "Yeah, so much for being stinky," laughed Bert. "I may be stinky, but I'm being really useful." "Little engines can do big things," smiled Thomas, "especially when they have a nice blue paint like me. Goodbye!" And he steamed away, leaving the twins, who felt very offended and awkward. When the work was done, Thomas was on his way back to his branch line. As he stopped by the signals, he saw Scruff. "Hello, Scruff," panted Thomas.
"Hello, Thomas," whistled Scruff. "How's the garbage dump going so far?"
"It was a bit smelly at first," replied Thomas, "but I'm soon getting used to it. So now I know working with garbage isn't as bad as I thought after all. And it makes me feel really useful since all the work was done in no time. Thank you for cheering me up, Scruff."
"No problem," tooted Scruff. "And thank you for helping me with the cars. Whiff is coming back to work tomorrow, so you can go back to work on your branch line."
"I know," conceded Thomas. "It was fun working with you, but now I must go. Goodbye, Scruff." And he steamed away, just as Scruff whistled goodbye to his new friend.